welcome to James on Games. I'm Tim. Totally just kidding. My name is James, obviously. I decided to kind of try this video out and to just kind of do a series because, I love games. I love all types of games. I like video games, card games, board games, the whole deal. And as I was kind of looking on YouTube and looking for games that were for solo play, specifically card and thematic board games, I found out that the list was kind of limited. I mean, there were a couple people who posted a couple things, who would have a couple lists, but the same games kept coming up, and I was thinking, well, wow, isn't there something else for people who may or may not be able to get around fellow people who'd appreciate that type of experience? But also like to just play and have a great time, whether it be after work or whether it be during the weekend. So I decided to create this little series, which I'm going to be kind of showing off some of the games that I like, that I enjoy, that I like to play. And maybe it's something that'll be your style. Maybe it'll be something that will spark a conversation. Maybe it'll be something to kind of point you in the right direction. So I say, let's get going. Let's give it a shot. But first, I want to talk a little bit about what I look for. When I'm looking at a solo game, there are a couple different criteria that I look at. The first thing is I'm really, really big into theme. I don't want to just play something that's just boring. I mean, don't get me wrong. Back in the day, Sorry was great, and Connect 4 was fun. But I find that when I want to sit down, I want to sit down with something that's rich, that creates an experience, whether it's an adventure, whether it's I'm going through a castle or a faraway land, whether I'm trying to solve a puzzle and save the world from a disease. I want to experience something. I want to take away something from the experience. Another thing with it being a solo experience, I mean, the fact of the matter is if you have other people around, then you know what, when the game's done and over, then you've got people to help kind of break it down. So when you're getting home from work and you're tired and you want to play something, you don't always feel like a whole bunch of setup, and you really don't always feel like a whole bunch of takedown. So for me, pickup and playability is really important. Being able to just kind of set something up and go. And then when it's all done, be able to put away quickly and do something else. I kind of feel like that's kind of the fun of video games, is it's all there for you. That whole experience is right there in the controller. So it's nice to be able to have something that doesn't have to be a controller, but you can still walk away from that same kind of thematic adventure experience without a huge investment of time and energy. Obviously, gameplay is really, really important. I mean, what's the point of a game without a decent amount of gameplay? So the mechanics have to be good, and they have to be simplistic so that you can understand them, so you don't get overwhelmed by a whole bunch of rules and things you got to do. But it's also got to be satisfying. There's got to be something to it. Otherwise, what's the point? So gameplay is really important, and all these are great concepts and great criteria, but the fact of the matter is, if it's not fun, what's the point? Because if it's not fun, you're not going to play it. And quite frankly, if you're investing a certain amount of cost or a certain amount of money in this game, the fact of the matter is you should be able to play it a couple times and have something to take away from it each and every time. And lastly, of course, it's always nice to have games which you can include other people, though for the sake of this series, I'm going to be looking at things as standalone for just single player. So anyways, I hope you stick around. I hope you enjoy it. And I know I'm going to have fun doing this for you, so I look forward to seeing you soon. So I'm James, and hey, go play some games.